guys, I'm Veronica. I'm Vanessa, and welcome to Twin My Heart, the podcast. Each week, we spill all the tea from the latest Twin My Heart Season 3 episodes, like breaking down the moments you saw on screen and all the behind-the-scenes moments that didn't make the cut. It's the final podcast episode of this season. Today, we're going to be discussing episodes 11 and 12 of Twin My Heart Season 3. So, if you haven't watched them yet, pause this. Please go watch them right now. Yes, come back and listen to this podcast after you've watched the last 2 episodes on AwesomenessTV's YouTube channel, because there will be major spoilers ahead, including who won Nate Wyatt's heart. So much tea is going to be spilt. Yes, poured and sipped on. All right, so we have so much to discuss, but before that, we are going to be answering dating and relationship questions that our Twin My Heart fans sent in through AwesomenessTV's Instagram. You guys sent in some good ones, so let's get into the first question. Ooh. Why has Roni never been on Twin My Heart? Oh, what the? We can't skip that one. I like being a host. I think I would do really well on a dating show if I was a contestant. But me personally, I don't want to be the one looking for love. I don't really have a reason to at the moment. I just love being matchmaker, like Cupid. Even if it doesn't work out, which I know a lot of people complain about on this show. But you know what? At least we're creating friendships and having people meet each other. Yeah. But, you know, we're very hopeful about this season. What do I do if me and a friend like the same person? Ooh, okay, here's some tea. That's actually happened to you before, Nessa. It has? Yes, it happened to you. It has, okay, so please elaborate on this. I was liking this guy a while back, and my friend, she told me, she was like, don't go for this guy. He's bad news. Such a player. He is not the guy for you. Trust me. Like, just do not talk to him. So I'm all like, oh my gosh, what a great friend. Looking out for me. And about maybe 2 months later, it is revealed to me by her that she likes this guy. So she had a motive. So she basically liked him the whole time. And you want to know what's even more tea? This has happened to you twice with a different friend liking the same guy as you. And like feeling like they have their claim on this person. Look, here's what I'm going to say. So to answer the question, it really depends on your friend. Like, let's say they like your friend more and you can tell. And if it was me, I would just let them be. Let them have their relationship, let them figure it out, and do not get in the middle of it. And yeah, it sucks because you also like that person, but it's way better to just let them be and not start drama. But if this is a friend that you're not necessarily super close with, and like you can tell that, you know, the person you're liking is not really into them, but they're really into you, then see ya to that other friend. Oh my gosh, I really wish we could say names. Roni. You know how upset I was when that happened to you? Because that friend did you dirty. Like, the guy clearly liked you more than her. Okay. Anyway, whatever. Twin My Heart, the podcast. It's hot in here. I need some water after that. Okay, I almost went down the wrong tube. Okay, but in all honesty, what a great friend I am. You are, and that's what makes me mad, is that people take advantage of your friendship sometimes. Okay, anyway, how can I make conversations less awkward when I'm talking to my crush? Roni can deal with this because she's awkward. Sometimes I just feel like if you're an awkward person, I feel like you just gotta own it. Like, yeah, I'm awkward. Because at the end of the day, if you're trying to be someone that you're not, you're just gonna make them fall in love with someone that you're not. So like, if you're gonna make someone fall in love with you, make them fall in love with your awkward side. Also, I think we talked about this in earlier podcasts, but it is so important to get to know the other person. Like, you can talk about your life, but also like ask questions. This is a good one. Y'all can use this one. If you could go back in time and experience any historical event ever, but you don't get to change it, you don't get to alter it, you just get to be there and experience it, and no one sees you or anything. what event in history would you go to? That is a great question. It's a great question, and the answer will say a lot about them. And then, you know, obviously be like, why? Why would you go back to this time? And if they talk about something, you know, they love, then you talk about what they love. And people love to talk about what they love. So, yeah, you can even Google questions, too, that are more than just, what's your favorite color? How do you go from the talking stage to the dating stage? It depends on what you consider as dating. I consider dating when you're officially boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah,
And the talking
you talk
stage,
first,
yeah.
and then you date when you become boyfriend and girlfriend.
And I think how you get from the talking stage to the dating stage is with time. You have to give relationships time. And I mean, unless you just know, there's been people who just know that they like that person and they just immediately start dating. But I usually give the talking stage a good 2 months. I think 2 months is when you really get to find out someone's true colors, like the end of the 2 months.
That really is so true. Like, it takes about 2 to 3 months to really get to know someone. Fun fact, there's been several times where I've been in the talking stage and I was not ready to get out of the talking stage, and the guy got mad at me because they wanted to move to the dating stage, but because I wasn't ready, they were all like, you hate me. That's not it. I'm just not ready yet. Chill. And then they freak out. And then I'm like, we'll see ya, you weirdo.
Because then they're like, what's the difference between what we're doing now versus like becoming boyfriend, girlfriend? It's going to be like, we're going to be talking more. Like,
It's
swear. Just like, shush it.
Do you know how many times that has happened?
It's happened to me too. It's just unfortunate. And I think when you find someone mature enough to just understand that you have a pace,
it's called respecting each other. If you want to move fast, but the person you like doesn't want to, then just
if you like them, respect it.
All right, next question. What do you do when you have a crush on your best friend, but you're afraid of ruining the friendship? I got it. So there's that song on TikTok. It's called like, Let's Ruin the Friendship. So you get your phone to film that TikTok with your best friend, play that song, and there you go.
What? That's awful advice.
Okay, I'm totally joking.
Do not do a TikTok trend to test out the waters of a relationship.
Here's the deal. For the most part, you will know if someone likes you and if they're your best friend.
It's just, if it's up to you if you want to take the risk.
I would ask other people that see your guys' friendships. I would say like, hey, do you think this person might potentially like me? And people could be like, no. Or they may, yeah, could be. So you just never know. Just, you got to be careful and follow what your heart says.
Next question. What are good first date spots? I'll tell you what's not a good first date spot.
What?
The movies. Oh, worst date spot ever. Also going out to eat tacos.
No tacos, no wings, and no movie theater.
What are some good first date spots? Depending on your age, I would say like the mall, like kind of like shopping, driving to like a gas station, getting like slushies, and then going to like a viewpoint if you have viewpoints where you live, or like going to a place where you can see like the stars, or maybe like your town or something, or taking someone to one of your favorite places to eat somewhere where you can just sit down and talk. I think communication is so important.
When should you have your first kiss?
Whenever you want.
We had ours when we were in kindergarten.
No, go at your own pace.
Whenever it feels right for you.
If it's like you're right there in the moment, just like go for it if you want. If you don't want to go for it, you don't have to. Like, we've clearly seen on Twin My Heart season 3 that
you can say no to a first kiss.
You can say no to kissing, and it's okay. What's the best way to get over a broken heart? Oh, did you know it's like scientifically proven that it takes about 18 months to get over someone? If you've been the one heartbroken.
18 months and 27 days.
So that's a long time. I sometimes don't think that's true, though. I think that's just the average.
My answer is Jesus. Pray. At least for me, I fall back onto religion and my faith and family, and the support of my friends. And for those of you who do not have like a faith or believe in anything, I think the support of your friends, and just talking about it and being open. You really have to protect your heart and be careful of who you give your heart to, because people do take pieces of it. You just have to do things for you and take it easy. Do not go and rebound. Do not use people as rebounds. That's
I've been
even
a
worse.
rebound.
Yeah, hashtag rebound Roni.
No.
She literally, like, guy after guy was like,
They're just like rebounds.
no,
and then it turned
they
out
were
he was
using her as a rebound.
Yeah, and then one of them turned out that he was still with the girl. And I was like, what the?
Rebound Roni.
Yeah, it's important to heal. You need to heal before you can move on. Otherwise, you're taking all that baggage with you.
All right, next question. How can I nicely reject someone who has a crush on me?
I don't know. It's so hard to reject
really
people.
hard, especially if they really like you.
It's one of the hardest things to do because you know at the end of the day, like, you're just hurting someone.
If you don't like someone, tell them immediately. Like, don't
lead them
them
on.
on. That's bad. It's not good. And then if you do like someone and you talk to them for a bit, but you realize you don't want to continue talking to them, you know, just be as nice as possible. I think I said this earlier, but in my experience and some of my girlfriends' experiences, some guys can be kind of crazy and will not let you go.
Yeah.
Like, chill out. So what? This girl doesn't like you, boo-hoo. It hurt your ego. Find someone else, you stupid.
Don't call them stupid because that is not nice. Just say very nicely that.
But you can literally say it in the nicest way possible and they still won't leave you alone.
Then that's when you gotta get cold-hearted and be like, block them.
Block them. And, like, just distance yourself as best as you can.
How do you break up with someone?
It's kind of similar to the question.
Very similar. I think breaking up is one of the worst things ever, especially if, like,
if you really like love them and like care for them, but
it's
you know
easy.
it's best for you.
It's easy when you know it's coming. I think some of the best advice, if you know you're about to be broken up with, break up with them first. I learned that in middle school. Some girl was like, oh my gosh, so-and-so's gonna break up with you tonight. And I was like, not unless I do it first.
Okay, don't take Ronnie's advice. But let me tell you, one of the best things I ever did was when one of the guys I was dated, like freshman year of high school, he wanted to break up with me. And I was like, okay. And he was like, that's it? And I was like, yeah. And like, I was devastated, right? Oh, I was so sad. And he was like, that's it? And I'm like, yeah, you don't want to be with me. Why am I going to argue? You made up your mind. He's like, but you don't want to fight for me or anything? And I'm like, you don't want to be with me, so why? Like, okay, see ya. And that was it. And it ruined him. I mean, it didn't ruin him, but he was like, what? He was like, what?
She didn't fight back?
And I think to this day he regrets it.
I think so too.
Because he still DMs me.
Ooh.
Anyways, how can you tell if you're the side chick?
You can't.
You
don't know if you're the side chick unless he literally says to you, hey,
you're the side chick.
Like, I'm talking to someone else. The more, like, I grow up and mature in life, I've realized that I've been a side chick before and I had no idea because this person told me that they told their mom about me.
Bro, that is just too much.
Honestly, so that's why I say I really don't think you can tell if you're the side chick unless someone tells you.
Unless they really go out of their way to show you that they like you and
he
that
came
they really
over
care.
to the house, he took me on dates, he brought me stuff, he met my parents, and I was still a side chick.
Well, you're right, because he went out of his way to like show you he liked you. So I don't know. You just don't know. And that's the thing that sucks. And it's very unfortunate that we cannot answer that question because we ourselves do not know. I don't know if I've ever been a side chick or not. And I probably have.
I will tell you though how I got over it was knowing that that guy was just trash and I was better than that. Okay, last question. Is Nessa dating Nate Wyatt? What?
What?
No. You guys.
No.
Oh my gosh. That's a funny question. Whoever asked that, that's funny. That's very funny. Comedy.
But it's not true.
No. Not
Nate,
true at all.
Look, Nate is a very nice, genuine guy. He's handsome, he's smart, he is kind, has a kind heart. Again, and we've said this throughout the entire podcast, that he's definitely very different from a lot of the people we've met in LA. But I don't like him in that way. Yeah, no. Even when we first met, it was never really something that came across my mind. So
Yeah, we're just friends.
same here. You guys, these were some good questions.
They
and we
were.
spilled a lot of tea. We were actually very honest this episode. Put a red heart emoji in the comments below if you like this video. And for more tea, you're going to want to listen to our podcast available on Spotify or anywhere you listen to your podcasts. If you liked this episode, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to AwesomenessTV and our channel, the Merrell Twins. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.